talking about getting help from people in a better condition than yourself.
Yep. Now we're on a segue.
Is that okay?
But it is an important thing to bear in mind.
Yeah.
So what was your question?
How can you discern if you're full of addiction and full of judgment and whatever for yourself? How can you really tell if they're not in a better condition?
Well, if they make you angry, then you need to spend more time with them. Well, if you're full of addiction, and obviously someone who's going to make you angry is the only person who's not going to meet that addiction. You understand?
Okay, if they make me feel good,
then you shouldn't spend any time with them.
I'm just thinking about my family.
When you're in full addiction, you definitely don't want to spend time with the people who make you feel good, because they can just lead you down your addiction. You understand? This is a state of self-awareness you need to have. Like, that person just feeds my addiction. This is not good. That person corrupts me a lot. That's good. Yeah.
And I feel you need to be careful about making excuses for yourself in this question. I feel that Jesus' answer is excellent, but also a lot of you do know a lot about your addictions, but you just like to think, oh no, I'm being sincere and I'm getting help from this person. When if you actually took more responsibility for reflecting, you could say, this is not actually going to help me with my addiction, or it's not going to help me with my relationship with God. So I feel you need to be careful of that in that question as well.
Okay, thank you.
Nobody in this room is completely uneducated at this point about addiction.
You've all come here because you've heard some divine truth already. So you're not completely uneducated about love.
No.
There's many people you'll meet in the world who are. Have never had an opportunity to hear the truth. They've never contemplated even seeking it. And so they are quite uneducated when it comes to love and God and other matters of spiritual pursuit. But that's not you.
No.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about my family in particular. Yeah.
So why are you asking a question on their behalf?
No, I'm asking them, if I get advice or feedback from them. So if I feel angry.
Be more clear, Teresa.
Just stuff my sister has told me.
Okay, so family members giving you feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it did make me angry, so I did look at it.
Yeah.
But I don't know how accurate it is as well.
Well, if you have a relationship with God, you'll know.
Mm.
So that's why the relationship with God, putting it first, is far more important, because if you're worried about your family, what's going to happen is you're going to go, they'll give you some feedback, and you'll go, well, I don't know whether it's true or false. I've got addictions, I've had similar parents to me, so when I'm trying to break the bounds of my addictions, they're probably going to get upset about it. Who knows? I don't know. So, but if I had a relationship with God, I'd be able to find out from God, well, actually know what she said is right, or actually know what she said is wrong.
Mm.
You could find that out if you had the relationship. If the relationship with God was first, you could find that out. But if the relationship with the family and how the family thinks about you is more important, if that's your God, then you're going to have the contradiction between the relationship with yourself now and the relationship with your family. So you go, but I don't feel very happy about that, and but they're telling you something that you don't know whether it's going to be true or false. Because your God is not your God. That makes sense, true?
Yes, it does.
Look, fundamentally, a lot of our problems boil down to just a couple of things. One thing that most people don't realise is that if you had a relationship with God, you would sort out almost every single thing you could ever think of sorting out in your entire life. Right? Now, to my mind, that makes the relationship with God the most economical relationship. Can you see what I mean by economical? It's the relationship that's going to cause you to progress the fastest, to enjoy yourself sooner, be happier sooner, to get rid of your addiction sooner, to become a more loving person sooner. It's the relationship that's going to do all of those things for you. Any other relationship, even with my partner, my friends, they can be helpful, but sometimes not helpful. Like, there's a lot of times when Mary hasn't been helpful in my progress towards God, right? And so if I make Mary my God, or my relationship with Mary my God, now I'm going to have some major problems. Because whenever she disagrees with God, and I'm putting her first, I'm going to be drawn to doing what she suggests. And by the way, the same applies to Mary with me. If she's putting me first rather than God, she's in the same problem. I might have addictions of my own, I might have problems of my own that she can't see and that she's in addiction with me with. And if she doesn't have the relationship with God and she instead puts me high on her list, what's going to happen now? She's going to listen to me rather than God. Right? Now, it's better if we listen to God first. Right? I don't mind listening to Mary. Mary knows that I listen to her all the time, but not first. There's many times when Mary and I will have a disagreement because I can't listen to her first. Right?
Yeah. Thank you.
But again, your question was about seeking help. And really, when we drilled into it, you were talking actually just about receiving some feedback from someone, which is very different.
Which wasn't you seeking help.
To seeking help.
Mm.
Does everyone understand the difference there? You know, in Jesus' example, he's giving you the demonstration of what it is to seek truth and seek help from someone with more truth and love than yourself, God.
Yeah.
You're talking about a personal interaction with your sister, which is not someone you're going to seek help from.
You don't want to seek help from her.
No.
Actually.
No.
She gave you feedback.
And you want us to adjudicate the feedback is really the guts of the question.
Yeah.
But really, you're conflating two different issues there. One is about your personal humility in terms of receiving feedback. And when you receive feedback from someone, you can seek help from God to analyse whether it's valid or not.
Yeah. Or someone who's in a better condition of love than both you and your sister.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, of course, when you look for help in the spirit world, when many of you arrive there, there'll be people come along and it won't be necessarily clear to you that those people are in a higher condition of love or not, because they do tune their brightness to your condition, and then they share anything that's morally shared with you they're going to detune their brightness to your condition, because you're going to think they're just a normal guy sharing some truth with you. And unless you're sensitive emotionally to love, you won't see that their condition is better. And you'll reject probably their advice, because their advice will be confrontational. Right? And this is why, and God does, and the spirit side that do this, because how would they know otherwise that your desire was sincere? Like, if you asked for Jesus to come and help you, and he appeared in a bright ball of light and with all this fanfare, and he had a whole entourage, and everybody was like, like thinking, isn't this wonderful, he's here now, and all that kind of stuff. And would you listen to him then? Probably, right? But if he comes and appears to you like just a normal guy, would you listen to him then? Probably not, right? And this is a lot about impression, isn't it? About what we actually come to respect, of what we honour. See, if you honour love, you'll recognise the people who love. If you honour it yourself, you will recognise the people who do love. If you don't honour it yourself, you won't recognise it. You will not. If you honour your addictions primarily, you will only recognise people who feed your addiction. Right? Now, there are many, many public speakers on this earth who feed your addiction. Right? We could mention the names of many of them, couldn't we? That many of them that you've been to, who feed your addiction, and you go away feeling like amazing. go away. Happy. And so days afterwards you're feeling, wow. Right? You come to a Divine Truth seminar and you go away feeling, you go, and so, you can see there what's going on, can't you, to a large degree? Because somebody sharing truth with you, you go away feeling, and someone who's actually making you feel fantastic through the giving of energy, spirit energy as well, then you feel great, and that means you want your addictions back, fundamentally, and that's not a sincere desire to progress. Yeah. It also means that your love is your addiction. Not your God is your addiction. Yeah. And as long as somebody meets it, you're happy.